Hey you guys, what's up? My name is Vea and welcome to Vea Lifestyle and Food. I am not necessarily new to YouTube. A few years ago when I was in high school, I started making videos of myself singing um, because I have a passion for singing. However, now I was like 16 back then when I started, maybe younger. I am now 23 years old and I'm a college student, and I have now tapped into other hobbies and passions of mine that I now want to share with you guys and I want to explore. So, just a quick introductory. My name is Nevea, and people usually call me Vea. I am 23 years old and I'm a college student. I am currently working on getting my associate's degree, and I will, right after that, pursue a bachelor's in sociology or social work. I'm currently obtaining a associate's in human services. So today I wanted to come to you guys with a video with some tips for college students that I think may be helpful. Being a college student myself, I feel like I wish that I knew these things before I entered school. Just little things that you don't really think of. Um, things that I've learned through my experiences I want to share with you. And this could be helpful for, college, high school, middle school. So, a few of the tips that I want to share with you guys are from my experience and from, things that I've learned during the course of my college career. So let's start with the first tip. Ideas. Before you enter college, have an idea of what you want to major in. I know that sounds vague or a little difficult, but the reason why I give this tip is because when you don't know what you want to major in and you go into school changing your majors, you set yourself back. Every time you change your major, you set yourself back a couple months, maybe a couple years until you can graduate. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with exploring and finding your passion. But if you can, by any means, figure out what your passion is before you get into school so that you don't have to change your majors and set yourself back, then do so. Um, you know, like I said, knowing your major will help you decrease having to set yourself back from having to take, all new prerequisites, which are courses that you have to take before you begin taking courses that are in the program of your major. And ways of finding out your major, you can talk to advisors about things that you're interested in. If you're interested in psychology, if you're interested in chemistry, you can talk to an college advisor and ask them about the majors. You can do your own, whatever college you're interested in, you can do research on that college's website or just general research on the major that you're in. Information about the jobs you can receive with that major, maybe the income. But you really just want to do something that you love, because the money will come, but you don't want to be making money and be unhappy. So just do your best to have an idea. Talk to the advisors. If you can get a college catalog, get one from the school that you're interested in. You can usually get one maybe if you visit the school during a school tour or something of that nature. You can get a catalog, look up the majors, review the majors, the descriptions, but more importantly, like I said, talk to an advisor, because the college advisors are there to advise you. So that's the first tip. The second tip I have is to have a planner. Now, when you get to college, you're going to have, papers due. I'm sure your teachers are probably if you're a senior, your teachers are probably telling you that, professors are not going to be on top of you as your high school teachers are or as your middle school teachers are, and you're more independent. Being that you're more independent, you have the option of doing right or wrong. So you have the option of turning in that research paper or not, and just either failing or getting a low grade, which obviously, I mean, nobody wants to fail or get a low grade, but I'm just saying the fate of your grade is really in your hands. So you need a planner so that when you have papers due, you can jot it down in your planner. When you have homework, you can jot it down in your planner. If you have an event that you need to go to in school, like for example, say that you are a psychology major and there's a psychology event happening and your professors are requiring you to go, jot that down in your planner so that you know what you have to do and when you have to do it, so that you're not confused. And then that's also a way of keeping you organized and on top of your stuff, because at the end of the day, you're there to make sure that you get good grades so that you can, be on the path to graduation. And of course, you want to just be on a good track, so that's always important. So make sure that you guys have a planner. Or even if you don't have, it doesn't have to be a planner like with the year written on it and stuff like that. Even if you just have a notebook and you just jot down maybe Monday, write down Monday's agenda, Tuesday, write down Tuesday's agenda, or just maybe a things to do pad, something to organize what you need to do for school. Very important. And also, to coincide with that, I would say make use of your cell phone calendar. I use my cell phone calendar for just about every and anything that I need to be reminded of, including things for school. While I do have a planner, my cell phone helps because you have that alarm. So, when you look at your phone and you get that notification, you're reminded, oh, that paper is due, or, I have to email that professor, or whatever the situation may be. I would suggest using your phone planner as well. When it comes, okay, so since we're on like the electronic thing, I'm gonna say emails. School emails can be annoying because they send you newsletters and things about what's going on in the school, what's going on with the mayor and this and that, things that you might not be interested in. But they also send you personal information that you're going to need, like things about your financial aid, or things about, your classes dropping, or when it's time to register for class. So, I would suggest, if you have the opportunity to link your college email to a personal email that you use, do so. Because you'll probably forget to log into your school email, and you might miss out on some important emails about yourself. So if you can link your school email to your personal email, I suggest that, because that's not something that I thought about until I went to my school's orientation and someone told us, a speaker there was telling us, how important it was, and I was like, I didn't even think about that, So I would say, if you can, use your school, link the emails. You can go to I'm sure there's some office in your school's building that can help you with it. Somebody who works with the technical stuff, with the email stuff. And I went there and they helped me link the email. Currently, my school no longer offers that option of linking the personal emails with the school email, because they say it's like a conflict of interest, which I think is silly, because honestly, but before, if it wasn't linked, I wasn't checking it. So now I have to stay on top of it and, remind myself to check it at least once a week if I can. Because there, like I said, while there's a lot of emails in there that you're not going to really pay attention to, the few emails that are important and just for you, you don't want to miss. So that's another tip.